Yep, I'm gonna actually spin the camera around. Hey guys. There we go, and so they can hear us too.
We are live. Actually, it's pretty echoey in here, so they probably can hear us.
Yeah.
Nobody's on though, it says Zoom.
That's okay, it's surprise live, they'll come.
Are you sure that it's not
Yep,
private?
it's public.
Okay, all right, so we normally do an edited video either Friday, or is it by face 30? Either Friday night or Saturday morning. And we are in crunch time getting this farmhouse done, and we cannot have Zeb editing tomorrow morning because he needs to be on the roof.
It's gonna rain next week, and I gotta get the roof done.
Yes.
That's really where we're at.
And I said, hey, you know what? I will clean up the farmhouse. I mean, as clean as it really gets. There's like a thick layer
It's
of
still
dust.
in the middle of construction zone here.
I'm like, I'll tidy it up, and we will give people a perspective of like the whole house. Because normally when we do our farmhouse edited or our lives, you get to see like one cute, pretty little area, and people are like, I don't really get like the whole layout of how the main part of the farmhouse works. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you give us a thumbs up if you love DIYs and renovation videos, because
We're coming up on 1,000 videos of DIYs and home renovations.
that is so many
1,000 videos.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are gonna just answer questions. Looks like Caitlin's on here. She didn't even know we were gonna be live. And we have Odelia is gonna be moderating too. I'm gonna go grab my phone. Zeb, do you wanna take them to the front door? I just want them to be able to see like what it's like to walk into our house.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys outside real quick. If you watched Wednesday's Waste Not Wednesday, you saw the porch and kind of the layout. We have the front fascia on the roof. I'm finishing insulating tonight. It's like 100 degrees. It's not really, it's like 90, but it feels
But you
like
know what?
100.
The more insulation Zeb puts up, the better and cooler it is in here with the air conditioning.
All right, we're gonna go walking, so you might get shaken around a little bit because I do not have the gimbal, but I'm gonna show you kind of, okay, so this is the outside and the porch that we've been working on, and don't mind the air hose because I've been, oh, can you go put my cardboard back?
Yeah, I didn't move it.
I know you didn't move it. So the fascia's on. You can see it there. And then we've got the porch that or the swing that we worked on. Okay. Let's see. You can see I'm insulating higher, and I've got a whole video on that. We'll be talking about that in depth. We were doing spray foam, and it's like $600 a kit, and it was gonna take about 9 more kits to finish. So I found this foam, rigid foam insulation, that is the right R value, and it works for what we need. And you can see I kind of stopped right there. That's where the porch is at. So we don't need to insulate up above that. It's basically attic space.
Yeah, and did you guys see our new post up here? And notice how level that front porch is getting, and give me a thumbs up if you love the fascia. It's gonna actually be a little bit thicker than that because
It's gotta come down.
Oh. Wind, house number, just don't go that way anyways. All right, so we're gonna put extra boards underneath it, so it'll be about 4 inches thicker than that.
If you're wondering why I needed the cardboard up, we're kind of hiding the house number. We had some creepy people a while back, and we don't want them knowing where we're at. So these lights, Jami is thinking we're gonna paint this Haint, H-A-I-N-T blue.
Yes.
Haint blue, like the south porches.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna mix some farmhouse finishes. Sasha is sending me the color mix, and we're gonna paint this with farmhouse finishes.
Sweet.
Because that is traditional old house paint. I can't obviously afford to paint the whole house.
And we had these LED lights that I retrofitted, and now that we've got the posts going in the front, we're like, oh, maybe we should do 3 lights different places, or 5 lights, or can lighting. We're undecided.
These were originally gooseneck lights from Home Depot, and Zeb retrofitted them because to get huggers that were this style, it was a couple $100s. And these cost about $30 at Home Depot with the LED light in there. So Zeb just took off the gooseneck and retrofitted them. I think we're gonna wind up doing 5. We have 3, but I wanna have 1 more on each side, so that way the porch is fully lit. And we needed huggers because I don't know if you can tell, but this porch is pretty low. How tall is, because you just measured these beams.
So it's less, it's probably about 7.5 feet, because I can like put my fist on the top of it there.
Okay.
I can't even straighten my fingers out.
Yeah, so we can't really have, I would love to have like those old-fashioned schoolhouse lights, but we just can't have that because...
All right, I'm gonna give them the full effect walking in.
I put the cardboard back up. Sandra says, come on, she's not creepy.
It wasn't about Sandra.
Fake inspired says hello from just down the street.
All right, I don't know where we're at.
You're good.
Can you see it?
Yeah, show them the addition so they can kind of get
So
it.
there's the addition next to it. Putting the big fascia board on there kind of raised it up and made this old house roof line not look so small and intimidated. And if you come over here, and don't mind my foam mess, you can kind of see where the cricket is connecting the two homes up there on the roof. All right, we're gonna walk in.
Hey, Maria wants to know where we're at. Canada, Utah?
We're in Lehi, Utah.
Lehi, Utah. Okay.
All right, I'm giving them the full effect.
Do we get a lot of snow? Yes. Utah is known for the best snow on earth
Because of the Salt Lake.
Yeah. So we have the original, let me shut the door so they can see this. This is the original door package, and yes, it is staying with all that glass. And yes, I know it's not practical, and no, I don't care.
We replaced it. It's tempered glass now.
Yeah, so we have tempered glass in here. We actually have an antique door that matches this. The mud room is actually going to be over here in between. You can see where all those boards are.
That's the main entrance for the
That'll
family
be the
and
kids'
things.
entrance, and there will be a matching door to that. And then this door is painted with little black dress. It does need to be touched up and sealed because I painted it about a year ago and never sealed it. And then I recently painted these windows and the trim with little black dress as well. Again, I'll need to seal that. But I don't want to seal it because we're putting siding on the house and the addition and painting it. So I'm sure once we get that painted white, then I'm going to need to touch that up. But I just wanted to see kind of what it would look like. And then if you look, Seb has his ladder here.
I do have my ladder on your pretty front porch.
Well, it's okay.
It still needs, like, we're gonna paint this. We haven't decided if we're gonna do like a cool stenciled tile or what we want to do here. We've got to resurface it before we get going. You can see where the old brick wall was that we took out. So
we have 3 different paint colors. You can kind of see it on camera. See how much bright this is? This is extra white. And we decided to paint the whole house in extra white. We have extra white, this is snowbound, and then pure white, which is what we have inside. And we are going with extra white because we love it. And you know, I love white, so who doesn't want extra white?
It'll look good with the black window.
It's gonna be so good. We're also gonna have to pressure wash the house often, but that's okay.
And the black door.
We put lots of concrete all around the house and grass, so once we're done with construction, it's not gonna be as dusty of a mess. We just finished this porch. If you guys watched the live the other day, we finished a swing. I've not sealed it yet.
The swing's good.
In true Jami fashion, I may or may not seal it. Yeah, it does. It swings fine. We probably will hook these to the arms, but it doesn't spit you out like it did before. It's painted in apothecary. And if you guys are wondering, little black dress, apothecary, you can pick those colors up at JamiRayVintage.com.
And the stencils.
And the stencils that we did Ray family.
It's like a lowercase letter set.
Yeah, and we're gonna do birds. And I think I'm gonna do 2 big birds here and then 5 little birds there for all my kids. So I gotta have my stencil.
You'll have to do a big bird for Harrington.
He is a
all right,
bird.
we're gonna go inside. Go like you're going inside.
We're gonna case these.
Yeah.
These are gonna be big, fat, with corbels. And these on the edge are coming down because they're crooked and poorly built. And so it's gonna look less craftsman and more farmhouse. I'm okay with that. All right,
let's let them inside.
You guys wanna come inside?
We've already been inside, but
there's no extra white?
I need you to like open the door and then back away so they can actually see the view walking into the house.
So the hood is perfectly centered on the front door. Didn't plan that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it worked out. It's centered on that walk. So this is coming in, and we got rid of all the walls. If you guys want to see that, we have over, I think we're coming up on 70 renovation videos in the Farmhouse renovation playlist.
You know what you should do? You guys should go watch when we did the farmhouse. We did the inspection. Because that's the video where you can truly see what this house used to look like. So when we bought the house, there was this weird bump out here, and we thought there might be a fireplace, but we weren't sure because there was no chimney. And I was not here, and one day Zeb uncovered this, and he did not tell me.
Well, I was taking the plaster down because I was trying to because I had to build the support wall for the roof. There's a 2x4 support wall all around the inside of this shiplap. And I was banging the plaster, and it was like a hollow sound, and I just kept hitting it, and it broke out, and then I'm like, well, I just kept going and covered all this brick.
We have multiple videos on the fireplace, one live, one edited. We wound up using mortar on it, and then we used beadboard, I believe. I don't know. Whitewashed it with beadboard.
It's whitewashed in beadboard. It's kind of got a little bit of a gray tone to it.
And we also poured cement down here in the bottom because this was all like broken up down here. It's not functional and never will be because it was actually cemented all the way up. And to remove that cement would totally break this adobe. And the reason we had to mortar it was because the adobe was just crumbling. So we saved the fireplace by mortaring it. And that's also, like you'll notice it's kind of indented, but that's because Zeb reframed the entire house. And so this is just, I mean, I probably wouldn't have designed it to be indented, but
well, I gotta fix this trim. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's got like this weird square. I might just paint it.
I was just gonna say, I would
put some silicone on it and it'll be all right.
Yeah, I was actually telling Dad that I need him to caulk it and then we'll paint it and take this off. This beam is actually made, or this mantle is made from a beam from the farmhouse?
Yep.
Or was it from the addition?
No, it's from
rafters.
the rafters that we took out.
Okay, we'll show you guys the ceiling in a little bit. So
the ceiling is cool.
Yeah, when I originally bought this house, there were 8-foot ceilings and very claustrophobic.
Which 8 feet, like I can reach and touch 8 feet and change an 8 light bulb
Hold
on
on,
an 8 foot.
let's show them. There you go.
So
that's how tall.
That's how tall the roof line was.
And it was. I feel like it was even a little bit slightly shorter than that.
Yeah.
These lights we do sell on the website, and I did whitewash them and modify it. I made them a little bit shorter. And the reason why these are here, some people have opinions on them. There was already lighting there. Like originally this house had lighting there. And so yeah, we could have tried to patch it, but you would have seen the patches. So this covers that area. Plus, I feel like it's kind of an homage to what the house looked like way back when because the lighting was already there.
Let me turn them off.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, it looks, on camera it looks weird. In real life, they don't look weird.
I mean, it's mid-afternoon, so.
Yeah. So these are the Farmhouse 1917 corbels that we sell at Jami Ray Vintage and JamiRayVintageHome.com. You see these all over the house.
And the construction pile in the corner.
Yeah, this is the construction pile. My dad is working on caulking all the windows. These are all original windows. Yes, I know they're not energy efficient, but
if you seal them up, they do pretty good.
We did extra foam insulation all the way around, and then we re-glazed every single pane. And we have overhang all around the house.
Well, and the thing about the older windows is the glass is thicker. So it's not quite as thick as like a double pane, and you get that little bit of insulation between the two panes, kind of a barrier for heat or cold, but they still work really well.
Yeah, and they're beautiful. They're original wavy glass, and to recreate these in wood windows would be about $900 to $1,000 per window. In fact, we'll show you a window in the kitchen we had made out of wood that was like $700.
We still have to case out the front door, and Jamie's dad, Jack, is sitting over there on the bench. He's laying down because he's been working a lot of the day.
Say hi, Dad.
Wave at him so they know you're awake.
He's on my church pew. So we can't case this out until we do the flooring, which is going to happen next week. That's part of the reason why I cleaned it.
So let me back up here. Here, come closer and talk to him over here. So
this will be the family room, or sorry, this is the formal living area by the fireplace, just to give you an idea. I actually already have a couch. I'll show it to you guys once the floor is finished, because it's in a box over there. But there'll be a couch and 2 chairs, or probably a couch and then 2 chairs over here. Just smaller in stature furniture here. And then we'll have 4 or 5 bar stools. The island is pretty big.
The island still needs a lot of love. I've been holding off doing it until we do the floors because I've got to do like some resin work on the top. It's the old rafters, and you can see the wood. I planed it, and we've been using it as a workbench, but you can see there's some gaps and things here. And I probably could have worked a little harder and got those a little straighter, but I kind of like the character, so I'm just going to fill those with resin. And when I do that, I want to do like a full video tutorial on how to use the resin that we carry. We carry it at JamiRayVintage.com, but it's really fun to work with, and I'm excited to get this finished up.
Yeah, I love this, and you know, if it doesn't hold up the test of time, then maybe eventually we'll replace it with marble. But this was free because this is wood that we already had. And then we have butcher block solid wood countertops in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We actually have sealed butcher block in the Butler's pantry. We'll show you that here in a minute. And the kids have already spilled stuff on it. And when I was cleaning today, even with just 2 coats of the white oil wax, it came
And we
right
didn't
up.
buff it either. We need to buff it and then seal it again.
Yeah, so it's held up really well. The island is gonna get sanded and sealed, so you'll see a little bit of chippy green paint coming through the island. And
So I built that so long ago, I don't remember the exact dimensions. I think it's 9 feet by almost 4 feet deep.
How many bar stools do you think we can have? 1, 2,
I think
3. I was thinking 4.
I think I made it to fit 4 comfortably. If you get real squeezy with it, you might be able to get 5 if they're small bar stools.
I don't like it to get too squeezy.
Yeah, I think 4 is fine. We only have 4 kids living at home anymore.
I don't want to talk about that.
Harrington's
All right, so
doing amazing at college.
We'll get into the kitchen here in a little bit, but I'm going to show you where the dining room is going to be.
Okay, it's currently housing all of the buffets and dressers that we've turned into vanities for the bathrooms.
This is my parents' vanity. It's all done and sealed, just needs the hardware on it. We did a live video on this.
Can the camera see that? I can't see what
and
it's
it's
showing.
painted in beadboard and clear, sealed in Sweet Pickens top coat. We just used a $6 sink and a $30 Amazon faucet. And this is the light fixture we had over the kitchen sink. This is going to go in the bathroom for my parents. So that's why that's together.
And we have some leftover marble tile, so we're going to use that from Riyadh tile in the shower.
This is my couch in the box.
It's like a big secret because I don't want to take, she's like dying to get it out of the box. I'm like, listen, if we take that out of the box before we sand these old original fir floors, it's not going to be it's not going to be good.
Probably the priciest couch I've ever bought per square inch.
Yeah.
We do have an expensive couch that's in our family room now, but it's ginormous, like 15 feet long by 10 feet by 10 feet.
You can see like 20 people on that couch.
Yeah. This one you can see 3, and it was fairly spendy, but it's cute. It's deconstructed on the back in light gray with a lighter wood and some bun feet. And
we did open it up when we first received it just to make sure nothing was broken, but then we taped it back up.
And it went back in the box. All right, so this is a set of cubbies right here. This is gonna go in the boys' room. When it came from my importer, I just left it here. I'm gonna put Legos in it.
Oh, that is gonna be good for Legos, good organizer. All right, I'm gonna have to, because of the space constraints, I'm gonna take you guys back off the tripod here,
This
yep.
is the buffet we did, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago. It's got a nice thick layer of crust.
It was when we were doing floor joist. It was probably like March.
Yeah, this is half Sweetie Jane, half pantry door. And it's all chippy and has white wax. And I actually painted, every door is gonna be black except for this bathroom. I painted the door to match the buffet. Because, you know, if you can't have fun in a half bath, where can you?
Is the bathroom clean enough to show them?
Yeah, I cleaned it
The
up.
bathroom is the only working faucet and the only working bathroom, so it does double duty as bathroom and brush cleaner and all the water.
So we finished this in October. It'll have been a year ago, and all I've used was Big Top. And I probably will have to repaint it a little bit, but it's held up really well. And this has been the construction sink. So I feel like it's done good. I'll let Zeb in here so he can kind of show you around.
I'll do like a small little pan,
It's not staged like the shelves and stuff because this is like one of the few closed spaces, but Zeb can show you.
Here, I'll show you. So this is an Eastlake mirror that we picked up at an antique store that's local here. They're actually different ownership now, so I don't even know if they have it. And you guys are probably gonna see me in the mirror because this bathroom is tiny. It's like, I think it's 6.5 feet of floor space by 3.5 feet. So.
And this is for the little kids, the boys. But guess what? I had it out on the main floor, and what it was? People were using it as a step stool for construction.
Here, I'm gonna see if I can get in the corner and show you guys.
So
I'm hiding out.
You can show them yeah. So, anyways, I moved that in here because I didn't want it to get ruined, and that's painted in Summer Cottage.
We left this. This is the one part of the house that still has original rafters left in it, because they go over the top of the pantry as well.
And it's got an antique light fixture, and because this is just a half bath, we may or may not add another can light. For now, it's good.
Now, we do have some storage. The air duct for the return runs back behind the toilet.
And we did have a vent, but we had to steal it for the pantry. For that video,
and cleaning supplies. And this is going to be for like toiletry stuff, and Jamie will probably put like pretty things in there eventually.
I got some new, it's squeaky. I got some new toilet bowl things because they're cute. They're from IKEA, and they're hiding in here. I'm hoping that if I put this on the back of the toilet, Zeb might put that up so we can put toilet paper on.
Oh yeah, that just needs 2 screws. That'd be real easy.
These are old windows, and we just put shelves in, And then we just built in the old windows to make a cabinet back here.
And those are dark and decrepit like the pantry shelves, right?
Yeah, dark and decrepit. And I think this bathroom is actually the only place without beadboard. It's white swan. So these are white swan, and the old table that we cut down is white swan. We even left the original, you probably can't tell, but the original wheels to the table are on, and it is secured underneath.
Yeah, it's screwed into the wall, and it's functional. It works.
About no hot water.
I plumbed that like right away, and the sink was working before it was even all shiplapped.
I do need to get a clean towel in here, but we have all the cute little home decor from JamiRayVintageHome.com.
It's also the charging station for all the electronics.
Fancy French soap. Every construction site needs fancy French soap.
Oh, let me show them.
I'm sure when we do have a subcontractor, they appreciate that.
I've used it a lot.
It makes it smell good.
All right, more buffets. This one is for our master bath upstairs in the
This one's already
addition.
been cut down, so it's the correct height.
We have a whole video doing this.
Yeah, so that one's done. This is actually all ready to go, just needs a light buffing and needs this attached. We would show you the front, but it's very heavy and I don't feel like moving it.
What's this? Show them here.
Oh.
Scooch and show them this here.
This is a European pine hutch that was imported for me because I thought that the house would be finished. So it's just currently housing light fixtures that are waiting for things to be finished. And then these, unfortunately, we don't have them on the website anymore because they sold out. But we used to carry these lights.
We didn't sell out. The manufacturer sold out.
Did. Yeah, mirrors. And we cannot do a chandelier in here because, if you want to show them this beam?
Yep, so here's the view of the ceiling. I don't know what can camera see.
Yeah, you can see it's good. It needs some touch-up paint and it has some nails.
And we got some dust, you know, but we're waiting to sand or to dust everything and do like another coat of paint up top until we're done with the floors.
Yeah, it's going to be a work in progress. When you are doing a house like this, you have to understand that it will never be perfect.
So here's, let me scooch over here and let me know what they can see, Jamie.
Yeah, they can
That's
see the
kind of
ceiling.
like the whole view of the ceiling to kind of give you a little more perspective.
So because of this beam, we cannot have a chandelier, which is why I decided to do sconces. So that way it would define this as a dining space. And there will be a long farmhouse table in here. We already have one, so we'll use that one until Zed builds one. I don't know where I'm putting this deacon's bench, but where'd Dad go?
He moved.
He's
right there.
Oh, he was using this pillow. You can pick these up at JamiRayVintageHome.com. Anyways, so this may stay. I have a church pew at my house that I live at now that'll probably come in here with.
If you guys haven't noticed, basically Jamie buys all the things she wants to have and then she puts it on the website in case you also want to have it.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you don't want it, it's chill because I'll just decorate with it. So this is the kids' vanity. It needs hardware. We're gonna do the cast iron knobs that we carry at JamiRayVintageHome.com and pulls. We do still need to cut the feet off of this one, but other than that, it's sealed and ready for Zeb to cut the sink in. This is one of the cast iron sinks that we refinished. We did a whole video on it. Zeb did drop something on it.
I did. It was on the floor when I was cutting in the can lights in the kitchen, and that big, heavy saw or hole saw fell right down on top of there because it spun off when I stopped, and it just fell.
It's fine.
I wasn't about to catch it while it was spinning, so you know the sink took the hit.
We have to redo the bathroom tub that's going to go in the kids' bathroom. So when we do that, we'll just do more of this finish and nobody will ever know. And I think there were some chips over here that we didn't do ahead of time, so we're going to Bondo those. And fix
So I'm going to show you guys the ceiling again because we have spent between having an engineer this so that we could have it open like this and what I'm doing on the top to insulate it, it's adding up to thousands of dollars now and probably a couple of months worth of time just figuring out how to get all these beams in here and working up on the roof now and the skylight.
But this, you know, my vibe in here is fancy barn. You're probably catching that. And then you might notice that we have horizontal and vertical. So that shiplap up there is just like what's it called? Like sheets. And
Yeah.
it still needs to be silicone. And what we're gonna do is there's gonna be trim that goes all the way around the house. So right here, there's gonna be trim. And that's gonna cover up that gap. And then Zeb will actually silicone in each panel so you can't like see the difference. And I just wanted to break up the horizontal and the vertical.
All of that stuff that's gonna happen like once we've moved in.
It kind of looks like a hayloft, or before, because I'll be the one doing it. Because I did 99% of the shiplap was put in by me because Zeb does all the technical stuff.
Maria, it will be done in 2020 because we have some things moving forward that will require it to be completely finished so that we can refinance it.
So we can't divulge the information yet, but we have some big business stuff happening that we're super excited about. So we don't owe much on this, so we need to refinance to pull out some equity to do a fun new business venture that will be more videos to come.
So we spent a lot of money on it, but we had a bunch saved up before we started, and we've been paying cash as we go for most of the things in here that we've done, including the big part of the addition over there. So, you know, we've
Big news, I can't tell you, Stacy.
It's
We have to wait till contracts are signed.
It's fun, yes. We have to wait until like
There'll
things are
be-
actually done.
Let's just say there's gonna be some fun renovation videos even when we're done with this. All right, so this is they call them the twins.
They are the twins.
This is the freezer currently. Is this like cribs where they show what's in our freezer?
Well, you know, we haven't even taken the tape off and put the drawers in how they go.
We have the discount popsicles because we're high class like that.
But they are on and running. It was a
Half of
momentous
Zeb's
occasion.
Milkshake.
That's not mine.
Whose is that?
I don't know.
We haven't taken the tape out.
I don't put milkshakes back in the freezer. I drink all of those.
Keto ice cream bars because my dad's a diabetic. He doesn't really like them.
Look at that hutch in the corner. Like that worked out so perfect.
All right,
It's like it's an actual built-in hutch, and Jamie found it at the thrift store for $40.
You want to see what's in the fridge? We have cold peanut M&Ms.
Which is
milk,
excellent.
because I love milk, cheese, pre-cooked bacon, grapes, peaches, and tomatoes, and some zucchini bread from
Our neighbors brought us tomatoes, and
Some
I'm
water.
excited.
That's about it. Oh, you guys, if you go to Costco, this street corn dip,
Ooh, that is good.
that's money right there. So good. So good. So yeah, this is our fancy fridge.
That's basically my snacks if I can't break away or if I didn't pre-make a lunch.
Yeah, I sometimes bring lunch when we come. It's still kind of wrapped in the plastic. to
We're
protect
leaving
it.
the plastic on in hopes that when we peel that off, what is that? It's not, I can't even think of the term on that. It's the
Stainless
finish,
steel?
stainless, is it stainless though?
It is. It's brushed. stainless
Brushed,
steel.
that's what I was looking
All
for.
of our appliances are brushed, so they're not super shiny. This will get all trimmed out, and then there's going to be, we had much discussion. We are leaving this open, and there will be decor up there. So probably like big crocks and whatnot.
So
This is the, I like to call this the fridge garage.
we're currently standing where the bathroom was in the original floor plan. And there was a window, a little tiny window here with a header. So we took the header that was existing because the outside walls are adobe and they're just, I mean, they're over 100 years old now. It was built in 1917, this part of the house was, and we couldn't take them out.
I love it because we can see out to the back, which we have an okay yard, but we have neighbors with beautiful green yards.
Well, and you can watch the chickens there in the back with their little run, and their
So-
run will get bigger once I have more time.
So this apple tree is half dead, so we are going to put a pool there.
It started dying in the spring, and I think it's got beetles, so we need to get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super sad, but I mean, if I have
Unless
to
any
have
of
a
you
pool,
are arborists and know how to get rid of beetles on half the tree.
So green. The grass is super green. I put almost all that sod in. Harrington and I did it while Zeb was doing other stuff, and we have our big. Here, I can open it.
Here, we can go outside. I'm close
Well,
enough
it's
to the
kinda
internet.
messy, but
It is messy because we've been kicking shingles and roofing off onto it.
there's
But
the kids' tub.
that's the imported tub from Europe that Jamie had to have.
We had the original tub from the house, but this one's bigger. So the original tub is going to go with that garden tub. We'll be a 2-tub family. I mean, you're pretty fancy when you have one clawfoot tub for a garden, but when you have 2 clawfoot tubs, that's a double garden.
I don't think you guys get to see this view much. This is the side of the addition, and that's Eliza's window up there. And then we have the big antique window hanging on our wall at the house that's
Gonna go
going
right
in
That's
there.
where the antique window's going. And then, we'll
And
have
then
French
we've got
doors.
double French doors. There's one here and then one back over there.
And all the cement is new, and it's also very dirty because of the roofing.
It'll get
But,
cleaned up.
um,
Jamie likes everything to be a little antiqued anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have an outdoor kitchen out here.
Oh, to watch my mess. This is where we're hiding all my tools.
Yeah. Yeah, and the garage.
The garage has a some, but if it rains, the garage does get wet because we don't have roofing on the addition yet.
Yeah. So funny story. This is black. Eventually, this pink door right here will be black too. Oops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and yes, it does bang the hutch. I'm putting a stopper on it. This is gonna get painted.
Do you want to show them the pantry real quick? We haven't been in there at all.
So this is the hutch that we got for 40 bucks at the thrift store. We just did a video on that. If you want to see it.
Yeah, we have a full video showing how to paint that.
Cutesy staged. All this stuff is from the website JamiRevintagehome.com. You want to see it? Oh, that was a double chin. Show them the hole in the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
That's the
Since I
next
took
level.
the shingles off, we've been living with that. Like all the cold air just blows right on out of there. And I
Yeah.
had some shingles sitting on it, but I'm putting insulation over it. Hopefully this evening, I'm gonna really get out there and go to town once it cools off.
Yeah. So hopefully there's no hole.
Oh, and skylight with paint over spray.
There's a skylight because the original cooking stove used to be here, and when we took it out, there was a giant hole, and I was like, well, we can patch the hole, or because we can't add more, you can't add more windows or doors to an adobe house. So I
I'm
was
giving
like,
you
let's
all
put
the angles. This is what, like, I'm basically standing at the plywood entrance from the mudroom and the family room in the addition.
So we went with a skylight.
Yep, skylight.
All right, we'll show you the butler's pantry. This is gonna have hooks here for like aprons. We have those green sack aprons that we carry on the website. I'm not gonna put like a cabinet here. I'm gonna leave this nice open.
So I feel like we're getting close, but we still have like tons and tons of work to do. Like all the little finishing touches take a long time.
Yeah, this door cost me 10 bucks, and it has the original wavy glass, and it's gorgeous. It also needs repainted because it has overspray. All right, so this is the butler's pantry.
We spend a lot of time in here because this is where a lot of food prep will actually happen.
Here, you want to show them the roof line. This is also original rafters, but we open them up and then we just put plywood. And then that's another one of those antique light fixtures. You're going to see those all through the house. Zeb's rewired them. And then in this room, we used Home Depot builder grade basic cabinets, and then we tricked them out with extra fat baseboards. These baseboards.
It's also housing the internet because we need the internet company to come
Yeah.
get the internet line that's running
It's
across
fancy,
the
huh?
grass in the backyard.
So eventually that'll be gone, but we added trim molding, and then we retrofitted and put beadboard and made like this appliance garage. Eventually the microwave will be in here, but currently this is what it looks like because Zeb never built it out. So
That's don't look at that.
Yeah.
Don't look at that not to
don't,
code wiring.
don't.
It's the internet. Without that, we couldn't do this video.
Yeah, so, but I was going to show them the,
Oh, we're showing more.
yeah, we're showing more. So we made this look kind of like a hutch. So we did the bottom, and then we used the Farmhouse 1917 corbels and then trimmed this out. These are the cast iron pulls and cut pulls that we have on the website. And then this is just butcher block from Home Depot with white oil wax. And like I said, the kids, so you can see the TV.
The
This is
TV's in
where-
here and it is working and hooked to the internet because when Jack and Redrick get done playing basketball, they come in here
They come
and
rest
cool
here
off.
on my feather pillows. A lot of people gave me grief for putting a bench in
That
the
bench
pantry.
has been used so much.
This bench is definitely hard to use. They sit here and snuggle up and watch TV. I mean, there's not going to be a TV in here eventually. This microwave is actually probably going to go either in the theater room for popcorn or in our master bedroom because our master bedroom is super far away from here. Do you want to see what treats we got in here?
It's
Oh, look.
It's just chips.
We're so fancy. Chips.
I still haven't even put the shelves up. Maybe when we move in and we actually need to put stuff
I
up
feel
there.
like I'm showing all my dirty laundry.
You know, it's a construction zone still. Like we're still working.
Oh, look. There's some fake eggs. Well, actually, they're real eggs, but...
They're hollowed out.
Okay, so let's show them the kitchen.
Yep.
I know you guys have seen 1,000,004 kitchen videos.
We did probably about 6 or 7 videos between doing the cabinets and the backsplash and the range hood and the light and the shelves and the window casing because it's extra deep. It still needs painted and some
My
silicone
dad
and
has
caulking.
diligently been sanding it. So the backsplash is from Riyadh Tile. That's Carrara marble. It's probably one of the most expensive design elements in here because we broke and they sponsored us. So thank you, Riyadh Tile. I did most of this myself, and it wasn't super hard. It's not very level because the wall itself is like wavy because it's a 100-year-old house. So that's why we have shelves over here because that covers that.
It hides the fact that some tiles poke out farther
And
than
this
others.
trim molding covered the rest of it. Now, little bit of a problem. Zeb cut this short. So we do have an outlet that we can only use the top one. But
Jami has a solution.
there's gonna be a big fat crock here with rolling pins and you're never gonna see that. So I was like,
Also, maybe down the road, we might get a stove that doesn't have a backer like
yeah,
that.
this back is really tall. So if we got one with a shorter backer, it would be fine. But I was like, Zeb, you are so busy. Like, I'm not spending $200 to recut this, and I'm not gonna make you do it. Like, we don't have time for that. So we went ahead and did it. And here's the thing though, because we did that, we put the hood here, and this hood is exactly centered on the front door. Like when you walk up our front steps, those pavers that we put in, you see the hood and it's exactly centered on the door like we planned it. So had Zeb not done this, then this wouldn't be perfect. So
It's a happy accident.
happy accident. Countertops are not sealed or cut.
They're not even bolted down. Like you can just pull that off.
Obviously, they're going to be sanded and cut to fit.
Have to cut them, trim out the sides of the stove here. Under the sink still needs plumbed. The reason that's taking me so long to get the sink put in here, this is still moves, is because the actual sink Jami wants to use is currently being used at our other house.
Sink, the faucet.
Or the faucet, yeah.
So I have a black Farmhouse faucet and IKEA no longer makes it. So I bought a new cheap faucet to replace that one. And I'm bringing mine here. I actually already have the black hose sprayer, see? Waiting to go in right here. And this used to have a curtain that we kind of rigged to fit up here, but I needed to sew it, so it's at home waiting for me to sew, but my needle broke. So now you get to see all our trash bags. But there'll be a black faucet that comes out here, and then the sprayer, and then there's gonna be a garbage disposal. It's good. These cabinets are from Home Depot, and I added the trim here. So that wasn't too hard. I actually did it all by myself with no help from Zeb. So I thought it was pretty good. We are going to put, just like in the pantry.
Here, I'll show you. I don't think I showed you guys very good.
So where old houses do not have kickboards. See how this is a kickboard?
Toe kick.
Toe kick, that's what it is.
So we're gonna trim out the kitchen just like this is trimmed here.
No toe kick.
So it'll just look like almost like a built-in cabinet all along in here, and
we did beadboard on the side. This matches the pantry beadboard.
And I'll show you the mess. We just basically threw all my tools under here because they were all over everywhere. But under here, this is going to be drawers.
Yeah, Zeb's building custom drawers.
So
here.
it doesn't look like we have a lot of cabinets because we don't have uppers, but we have that huge pantry.
Plus the
We've
hutch.
got all of this, plus the hutch, plus this like 9-foot island that's gonna have drawers all in it.
Plus, I mean, I don't cook a whole lot, so I mean, like cheap pans for frozen pizza.
And Jami is insisting, never mind the extension cords because they all take the power to the addition where I'm doing work right now.
So Zeb gave me crap when I bought these because he's like, then we're gonna have to move them around. We sit in these chairs all the time. They're antique theater seats. They're super plush and they're also covered in sawdust. And Zeb and I have a debate going because he is worried that these seats are gonna make this crowded. I want you to see how wide this is here. So you
I
guys
need a
saw the
lot of
debate.
room to walk through places.
It's probably 5 foot, 4 foot?
It's 4.
4 foot, and you pull them down, but then you can just keep them up. And this is nice to have extra seating, so when you have a party or holidays or whatever.
You know what?
Extra
I will be moving those the first time you come around that corner from the family room and catch your toe on that right there.
I don't think
You're
I will.
gonna
So
you're gonna kill a pinky toe off.
if we take this out, you would see a big opening here, and this goes to the mudroom and the family room.
Yeah, and
Someday,
there's no doors on there, so that's screwed into the wall.
when Zeb gets the roof on, probably we will take this off when we get like windows and doors on the addition.
Yeah.
So this, anyways, I'm going to reupholster these with grain sacks, and I'm leaving them in here. Zeb doesn't want me to, but
I'm fine with them being in here. I just
think
the
they're gonna be
placement
good.
is not. I don't like things I can trip on where I have to walk through a lot.
as long as you have 45 to 48 inches, you should be okay, Jessica says. And then Mermaid DIY Artist says, my husband always needs extra room to walk. Look how wide the space is.
So I made this super wide on the island because I hate bumping into people when I'm trying to do stuff in the kitchen. I can't stand it.
Also, there's a clear, wide walkway to the butler's pantry. And when you walk in, you see the kitchen like first thing. And the butler's pantry is where the kids are gonna make cookies and make a mess. This is the pretty area because it's like our main living area. that's why we have the butler's pantry, which ironically used to be the master bedroom.
Are you guys ready to do thrift hauls back in the house? Because this is like what we're gonna do here.
Yeah, I'm thinking we can do thrift. We're actually like 2.5 minutes from the shop. No lights between here and the shop. We could probably walk there if we wanted.
Let's try it out. So we picked these topiaries up. I'd probably be a buyer at about $1, $1.50 per.
Hey, they're more than that on the website. You can pick these up at JamiRayVintageHome.com.
If I were to find them used at a thrift store with somebody else's dust on them, you know, maybe up to $3.
Actually, everything on those shelves over there you can pick up at Jami Ray Vintage Home, except for the brass candlesticks and the French enamel.
But
That's mine.
we're hoping to get back to doing thrift hauls and things back at home. You know, kid runs through, you'll see Jack say hi when he's supposed to be in bed, you know.
Because the family room is like right over there.
We'll get that back going. We've just been doing them at the shop, in the studio there at the shop, because, you know, this is blown up and the house at home is not super clean either because we've been working here.
We live here and we sleep there. Oh, also I was going to show them, so this window, this is kind of a fun design feature because this is an older house with an addition. This window, it will actually lead to, Zeb's like, should we frame it in? I'm like, no, let's leave it. This is the mud room. So it'll be like shiplap. We actually have a water fountain that's going in the mudroom. You guys are going to see that real soon. That's super exciting. But I just thought it was fun. I was like, I'm going to leave it open. When the kids come home from school, I can holler at them through the window. And hopefully they leave all their backpacks and their shoes in there.
We got to figure out, so this doesn't open. I think it's screwed shut. We'll probably leave it shut because that will be open all the time. That won't have a door on it over here. It won't have a big sheet of plywood. So like to talk to someone in this room, they're gonna hear you.
If Zeb really loved you, he'd take it off so you could see.
Oh, fine. It's a big mess right out in there because I just knocked a bunch of stuff.
Do you see how I worked that? If Zeb really loved you? All right, we'll show you guys that because I feel like that helps give an idea of how this relates to the rest of the house. We get asked a lot. There's no original bedrooms left in the old part of the house.
I think I actually only have one screw in this because I had it off earlier.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody my secrets.
The basement had 2 bedrooms with a Jack and Jill closet. Oh, watch out. And we are turning the basement into a theater room. So all bedrooms are in the addition. You're
gonna let all the hot air out.
It's okay. There's 6 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, a family room and a mud room, and Zeb's studio loft area in the addition.
Yeah, and I think we walked, when we first framed it out, we did a walkthrough of that.
Yeah, we have a walkthrough video. So this Zeb's gonna take all the way over to here, and this is gonna be a big, deep case, and then it'll lead into the stairways, and then into, get the camera so you can show them.
Oh.
We're taking flying.
We're going flying. All right, so right here, you know, we've got the cupboard. That's going to be right up the stairs into the family room. And this is the mudroom that is a horrible mess because I've been throwing everything that's off the roof down into the little hole here.
And it'll have a door right there.
And I'm also using it to store my spare I-beams.
Yeah. So that kind of gives you an idea. People are like, I can't really like feel how it's gonna flow, and hopefully that gives you guys
Here, I'll
like
show
a
you.
clear indication of that.
We'll
so that's gonna walk from the front door.
We'll walk from the front door over into the family room. And the family room, with great effort, once we get the final sheet of flooring on, this will all be one level, and you'll just walk right through without any transition or
if
lip.
our mathematics are correct.
No, they're good.
They're good? You're promising me?
I checked it like 10 times
The
before
box
I
that you
started
saw
working.
in there, if you saw the box, that's Zeb's 6-foot tub.
That's my big tub.
He got a few things in this. All right, I think we showed him.
Here's the tripod. Sorry, I'm rolling you guys around all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that back up though, because seriously,
Let me see if anybody has
the
questions.
AC works and it is on.
Let's see, Zeb, you really look tan. He is really tan.
I have been spending, like, since March, I have been outdoors for like 10, 15 hours a day, depending on the day.
Mermaid says, gotta love a basement. The basement's actually really cool, but it has little teeny tiny windows, so only if I didn't like my kids would I put them in there. And I love all my kids, so they're all going in the addition. Harrington can actually stay in there when he comes home from college. He can sleep in the theater room. Can you stand in the middle of the room and spin slowly?
Yep, I'll do that for you here in a second.
Oh, I thought you meant like me.
Jamie was going over there,
I was
and
like-
she was gonna go spin in the middle of the
I was like, Chris, I'll twirl for you. I realize now that that's not what you meant.
Okay, I think we'll do this twirl, and then we're gonna take off and get back to work.
All right.
All right, so I'm actually gonna stand at the front door, and I'm gonna hold the camera so that it's not super shaky on this tripod. My tripod needs some grease.
They like the theater seats, Zeb.
No,
It
theater
says
seats-
so much blood, sweat, and tears. Legit blood.
I have blood on
There's
my
our
leg right
DNA
now.
all over this house.
All right, so I'm standing at the front door right
And
here.
you centered the middle chair with the window. Yes, so those theater seats will be centered on that
There
window.
is a air register
Yeah,
right
but-
there on the floor.
But we can move that. That's tile for my parents' shower. It's very heavy. So we'll move that. We'll center it over there. And hopefully I'm going to try to restore the wood and those won't be painted.
So hopefully you guys get a sense. We've been showing you like small little panned areas of things. This will give you a sense of how big the space actually is. So this, if you include the pantry and the bathroom, is 900 square feet that we mostly opened up. I think the pantry and the bathroom might take up like 100, 150 of that.
So Chris said, plus Jamie doesn't cook. I do know how to cook. Renee
Oh,
said
Jamie-
before I was a business mogul. I know.
Jamie cooked a
I made
lot.
all of our bread for 3 years.
Jamie made bread from scratch, like kneading it by hand.
Yeah.
Made bread. Wave, Dad. All right, so dining room, bathroom over in the corner, kitchen, and then we have little family room, formal
Formal
seating
living.
area, formal living right
the
here.
Christmas tree's going right here. Oh, Dad.
You can't touch it fast enough.
And there's going to be like a low coffee table. This space here will be mostly open. Like this is kind of like the foyer. So like this is going to be open and we'll have bar stools and then farm table over to the right. Originally we were going to make the dining room where the living room is, but when we found the fireplace, it just didn't really work. So I was like, it's fine. It's close enough to the kitchen, the dining room can be over there. Really, I'm sure the kids are going to eat all over.
They do already.
They already do. They're gross.
They need to be retrained.
I know, my white couches at home are so bad since we've been working on the farmhouse. I told them we're gonna have a little situation, sit down, once we move to the new house because it's gonna be very white. The floors are gonna be painted white, in case anybody is wondering. They are not salvageable, but they are the original floors.
Here, I'll show you, we'll show you a close-up. These are the original Douglas fir flooring. I can't confirm that they're Douglas fir. They're fir, some type of fir. But over here by the fireplace, someone's cut them out, and there's just like, that was underneath carpet.
You can see daylight in the basement.
You can see the
there.
basement.
So what I'm gonna actually do over here, Zeb, I don't know if I told you this, I'm gonna have you cut this out and then drop it a
You
little.
did not tell me that.
Drop it a little bit, and we're gonna put that peel and stick. We just need to drop it like this much. And I'm gonna use the peel and stick marble that we did in the
So I will
pantry.
probably use those same boards and just plane them down.
Yes, and I'm gonna put I wanna put the peel and stick into the fireplace, but that's actually a little lower than this.
That can be a project.
And it's super,
for
super
later.
thin. Yeah, it's super thin, so it'll be okay. We're gonna paint
So
this.
there was a wall here
Yeah.
on the floor, and I did this transition, and I actually talked to Aaron, Josie's husband,
From IOD.
from
You may not know
IOD,
who
and
Josie
he
is.
used to do,
They've been here. Josie and Aaron came to
yeah,
visit us.
Josie and Aaron came by, and he did floors for a living, like wood floors, and he still occasionally does flooring, I think, every now and then. But
And
he's
like,
busy with
"There's no way."
IOD.
He's like, there's no way I would have pulled up all that flooring and relayed
Well,
it.
because look, so this board here, you got them here because this was one room, and then they started the boards in another room, and this would meet right in the center, and it's like nearly impossible. So we're just gonna sand that so it's nice and smooth, and it'll all get
And
painted.
it's cabinet grade wood, so there's like.
Oh, that's poplar.
Yeah, this cabinet grade poplar,
Mhm.
and I got a discount on it because it wasn't quite perfect, so I got 70% off.
It had a little twist in it.
Yeah, it was like $10 for all this wood, so it's great. We're gonna use some Bondo in a few places. Originally, there was a rug here, and they painted outside the rug. Legit, that's why there's paint here and no paint there.
Yeah, you can see the grayish green color, and then I'm assuming because there was a wall here, this is where there was like a wood stove or something built in over here.
There was that, and then this is patched in, because we had to patch a lot of flooring, we had to patch the whole bathroom. We pulled up all the flooring that's where the pantry and the half bath are now. We repurposed it, and we had just enough, because this is 3-inch flooring, which they don't make. You have to have custom milled. So we had like just enough to patch that, and there used to be a staircase here.
You guys, while she's showing you all the staircase patching, I have painstakingly put all of the farmhouse videos in order in the farmhouse renovation playlist. So if you want to see all of these things we're talking about happen, like from start to finish, you could almost watch it like a TV show. There are over 65 videos in there
It's
now.
out of my face, guys. I don't know if you want to do it, but Zeb would love it if you watched this playlist.
I do. I want you to watch it so that you can see where we were at and where we are now.
I feel like it's a real, like, reality TV. It's like real reality. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. This used to be a back staircase, but there's a second staircase that leads to the basement. And because this cut so much of my floor plan, we cased it all in, and someday when we do the theater room, we'll show you how Zeb framed that in. It's in a video too. And then we restuck this floor. So this flooring used to be
in the bathroom and the master bedroom.
Yeah, in the master bedroom.
Where the pantry is now, that's where this flooring was.
Yeah, so we like reset. So these actually don't even line up properly.
No, they don't line up either because I couldn't get them to line up. There was like a couple boards that were different sizes, and I was like, well, you know, we're just doing it.
So that's why we're painting the floor white. We're going to be using farmhouse finishes. First we're going to prime it, then we'll use farmhouse finishes, and then we'll use a water-based floor sealer. And we are actually painting all of the wood floors in the entire house white. So that way when the kids get them all nasty and gross and they ruin a spot, all I have to do is bust out a little paint, a little sealer, done.
I'm actually excited about it because
I hate carpet. Ugh.
I really like a good soft rug.
Yes, we have lots of rugs, but rugs are cheap to replace. Kids are not easy to replace, and kids
are
trash
not easy
carpet.
to replace.
Kids trash
I would say they're nigh irreplaceable.
Yeah, they're not. They're not. I love all my kids. All right, guys. Thanks for doing this live tour with us. Sorry that you didn't get an edited video, but in real time, you got.
Or
to
any notice, we just kind of spur of the moment. We're like, hey, let's do a tour of where we're
But
at.
there's 1,000 people on here.
I know, it's
That's
awesome.
pretty great for a Friday night.
I will look through the questions and see, and hopefully get answers back to you because we've been kind of walking around and didn't have a lot of time to answer
in the
questions.
live chat. So
Yeah.
if you comment with a question in the replay of this video, we will answer those questions for sure. The paint color that we used on all of our cabinets is beadboard. They are all sealed with Sweet Pickens top coat. The black that you see outside is Little Black Dress.
Yeah.
Our apothecary is what the swing is painted in. And the buffet that's the greenish blue color is
The one we were just
Lady
seeing.
Jane and Pantry Door. All of those colors you can pick up at JamiRayVintage.com. If you're interested in some of the light fixtures or the home decor or the pools that you saw, we have cast iron pools. Those are JamiRayVintageHome.com, and I think we even have this shirt there.
The daunting thing about this whole project is that we're starting to kind of do finishing touches in this old part of the house. The addition is 2,600 square feet and doesn't even have a roof on it yet, and we got to make it look like this.
And we have to be all the way finished, done in like 60 days so we can do our refinance. We were planning on moving in and slowly finishing stuff, but it's crunch time.
We got some news today, actually, and we're like, oh wow, so hence the live video.
If you want to know how you can support us, make sure you're hitting up the websites, Jami Ray Vintage and JamiRayVintageHome.com. Those two websites are the whole reason that we can owner builder this mess every day, all day. And thank you for the support. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more.
DIY.
Love you guys. And did you guys notice I'm wearing a ponytail?
She did. She
I
put the pony
a
on.
pony, so now you guys know what my hair looks like in a pony instead of bun.
All right, guys.
Love you guys. Bye.
Catch you later.